Alright, welcome back. We're going to get started with this final chapter in this unit called types. Okay, and this is what I would consider an intermediate programming concept. It's actually something called struct or object-oriented programming, if any of you have heard of that. But we're just going to make use of a small subset of its power. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the concept to you, and I'm going to get you to work with a couple of puzzles. So here we go, types. Swift Playgrounds call types smart blueprints. So I have one way of thinking about types, and I'm going to show you what Swift Playgrounds wants you to know about types as well. If you can think of each of us, you and me, right? We are both people, I think, right? If there are any animals watching this, hello, good to see you. I'm glad you developed sentience. But most of us are humans, so we all share some properties, right? What properties might we share? We all have a name, right? So my name is YJ, right? So how might I store this information in programming? I might say something like person.name equals YJ with double inverted commas. I might say something like person.height equals 1.9. Okay, I'm fairly tall. You might also have things like person.weight, person.number of eyes, which I think should be 2 for most of us. And you have your own set of properties, right? You, for example, might be called banana. I'm not sure if you're called banana, but that would be person2.name equals banana, person2.height equals 0.1, I guess that's how tall a banana is, and various other properties. So these are all different properties of a certain person type. Each person can also do certain things. So for example, I can talk at a camera, and I think you can too if you had a camera. I can stand up. I can stretch. And these are all different things, different commands that a person type can do. So we have properties, which are actually variables, and we have commands, which are things that a person can do. Let's take a look at the example that Swift Playgrounds gives us. Here, they say that if you want to build a house, you use a blueprint. Sure, I have never built a house. Have you built a house? I don't know. A blueprint shows the feature of your house, such as the kitchen, bathroom, and bedrooms. Sure. And if you use a blueprint to build a house multiple times, you know that the houses will look similar. Right? So that's like our flats here in Singapore. We have all these HDB flats. They all have certain layouts. They use a certain blueprint. So a type is like a blueprint. Okay, a type is like a blueprint, and an instance is like a house that you built from the blueprint. So back to my other analogy, the type is a person. We are all different types of people, right? We are all person types, but I am an instance of a person. I am special and unique and a special snowflake. Yay! All right. So a blueprint will show the features and behaviors of a house. And that's what I meant by variables and commands. In a type, features are called properties and behaviors are called methods. I know that's a lot of terms that I'm throwing at you, but just hang in there. So a feature of a house might be color or bedrooms. Behaviors might be able to run water or turn on the lights. For a person, a feature might be the height, might be the name. A behavior might be stretch or talk. That's what it might look like in code, right? The properties are just variables and methods are just commands. These are also called functions. We'll talk about functions in a later chapter. So let's say you want to open the garage door on a house. You refer to the house by name. So each of these houses is also a variable, right? It's a variable containing other variables, and you tell it what to do. So you're going to say my house dot open garage door. Okay, and you'll notice that only the one that's labeled my house here actually has its garage door opening. The other two don't. They can if you ask them to, but they don't right now because you've only asked my house to open garage door. Why are you opening my house's garage door? Stop stealing my stuff. Okay, so in the puzzle world, what you're going to do is you're going to use a property to turn portals on and off. You're going to end up with a couple of portals that you have access to, and they will exist as variables, and you're going to say, hey, you, turn on your portal so that I can step into you and get teleported. Whereas you over there, turn off your portal so that I can walk right over you. Let's take a look. Okay. In this puzzle world, our job is to get our character over to each of the switches. If the portal is active, if you land in the middle, you are going to be teleported away to this remote island where you are stuck forever and you will never get to activate your switches. Very sad. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to deactivate the portal so that you can walk right over it and completely ignore it. The way you do that is by using something called dot notation. You just say green portal dot is active and you say either true or false. True or false are called Boolean types, and you don't actually need to put inverted commas around them. They're not strings. They are on or off, true or false, 1 or 0. They are kind of like how computers evaluate logic. Okay, so previously we had some things that we saw before, such as is on gem, right? That is a Boolean variable that evaluated to true or false. In this case, you have green portal dot is active, and this means that isActive is a property that belongs to green portal, and it can be set to either true or false. So your job, very simple, set it to false, turn on all the switches, and you're done. Move on to the next puzzle. This next puzzle is a little bit more involved. You have 2 sets of portals, and you're going to need to figure out which portal you want to turn on and off so you can collect all the gems. So I'll leave you to try and figure this out. Don't worry too much about putting everything in for loops and making your code nice and compact. Just try and solve it first before you do any of that. Alright, so try this out, and if you need help, join us in the solutions video.